This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. What is going on, everyone? This is Ancap24 from PlaybookGG, and in today's video, we're going to go over what we feel are the top 5 teams to use in Madden 20. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel and you want to win more games playing Madden, hit that subscribe button below. Don't forget to also click that bell icon to make sure you never miss any of our videos. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it and look at who we have as ranked as our top 5 teams in Madden 20. At number 5, we're going to have the New Orleans Saints. Saints are loaded on offense with Breeze at quarterback, Kamara at running back, and Thomas at wide receiver. They just added Jared Cook as a tight end. Got a great O-line with Armstead and Ramczak at tackles, Warford at guard. They also have a deep threat in Ted Ginn Jr. with his 92 speed. Add that with their Cameron Jordan as a great rusher and Marshawn Lattimore on the corners. They have great defensive players to work with. Now, the Saints also have 4 players with superstar X factors and 1 more as a superstar. Michael Thomas has the double me, which is his X factor, which is one of the more powerful ones in the game. Once he gets into the zone, he wins on aggressive catches and single coverage, making sure that the defense has to double him up. He also has wide receiver apprentice, which gives him 4 additional hot routes at any wide receiver position. And then he's a cross specialist, which gives him the ability to have better route running and catching on crossing routes. Definitely going to be a force in Madden 20. Next up is Drew Brees. He has an X factor ability called Fearless. When in the zone, his throw accuracy is unaffected by defensive pressure. In addition, he has also other abilities which can get him consistent catching from his running backs that beat their coverage. When he plays inside a dome, his objectives are reduced, allowing him to get into the zone quicker. He also has set feet lead ability, which gives him extended range on precision passes while his feet are set. And lastly, he has the lofting deadeye, which gives him perfect accuracy when he's throwing a lob or touch throw. So now let's look at Cameron Jordan, as he's definitely in the argument as one of the best defensive ends in Madden 20. His X factor is unstoppable force, which gives him the ability to allow him to get quicker block shedding when he gets a pass rush win. What makes Jordan so special is that he has the best combination of abilities to not only rush the quarterback, but also stop the run. His edge threat ability gives him the dominant pass rush move from the edge, while his run stopper ability gives him quick block shedding and tackles while engaged by run blocks. Alvin Kamara is definitely one of the best receiving running backs in the league, and his abilities definitely show that. He has a matchup nightmare, which gives him better route running and catching versus linebackers. He also gets the 4 additional hot routes when you place them at running back. And then if you get him in the zone in his X factor, he wins rack and possession catches versus single coverage. So the last person we're going to look for the Saints is Marshawn Lattimore. He is a superstar. He does not have an X factor. However, his ability is being an acrobat. You're going to see some highlight reel plays because he can do diving swats and interceptions. So that rounds up the Saints. Let's go ahead and take a look at who we're going to have at number 4. The Cleveland Browns. Just like the Saints, Browns come packed with offensive threats all over the field. Mayfield, Beckham Jr., and Chubb give them a great set of playmakers, which also have very nice complementary threats in the receivers with Landry and Callaway, and also at tight end with Njoku. On defense, they are loaded up front with Garrett, Vernon, and Richardson on the front 4. They also have great speed in the secondary with Denzel Ward, newly acquired draft pick Greedy Williams, and Demarius Randall. Joe Schobert headlines their linebacker core with his great ability to make plays. Now let's go ahead and look at their superstars and what abilities they have. Odell Beckham Jr. is the first on the list, and he is definitely one of the best, if not the best, receiving threat after he catches the ball. His abilities show that with the grab and go, he has a quicker turning and change of direction after he catches the ball, and then jukebox, which gives him the faster juke animations to be able to make a move and get up the field. When you get him in the zone, basically he gets a win on rack catches versus single coverage, making him that player that once he has it, the sky's the limit for what he can do afterwards. So next up is Myles Garrett, and he is also one of the best defensive end threats in Madden 20. Just like Cameron Jordan, he has the unstoppable force as his X factor ability, and he also has edge threat, which is the dominant pass rush moves from the edge. What he has different than Jordan is actually he has the power specialist, what gives him faster power move animations during the pass rush, which makes him get to the quarterback all that much quicker. So now for the superstars, we have Denzel Ward that has the same exact ability as you saw with Marshawn Lattimore, that gives him that ability to make that highlight reel plays with the diving animations for swats and interceptions. Nick Chubb has the armbar. Now, that is a more powerful stiff arm animation, and as you're going to see early in Madden 20, that is a very effective way to keep defenders off of you and maintain the ability to get broken tackles and extend the run play. So lastly, we got Baker Mayfield, and they really went ahead and highlighted his knack of extending plays with his abilities. They've got Last Ditch, which is the higher chance to get a pass off while being sacked, and also Roaming Deadeye, which gives you the perfect pass accuracy while standing outside of the pocket. All this makes our Browns a number 4 team. Now let's look at who's at number 3. The Chiefs. With Mahomes being the cover athlete of Madden 20, Tyreek Hill has 99 speed, and Kelsey being a premier tight end threat in the league, you can easily argue that they could be number 1 on this list. We have them at 3 mainly because they don't have a premier elite running back with abilities. Madden 20 is looking like it could be a more run-friendly game than it has been compared to the past couple of versions, and having that running back is going to be key. Chiefs also have good pass rushers in Chris Jones and Frank Clark, but without having superstar abilities attached to them, they're going to feel a little less powerful than the ones that do. In the secondary, Tyrann Mathieu and Kendall Fuller are their main playmakers that are going to be in the premier list. And their linebacking crew may not have the highest rated group, but they have a few guys that are over 85 speed or higher that can be great user options for you. Deron Lee tops the list at 87 speed. Now this team is going to be so fun to use on offense, especially if you want to pass and air it out, that they made our number 3 list because of it. They may not have elite pass rushers or elite running back, but they're so powerful in the air that they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. Let's go ahead and take a look at what makes their superstars so valuable. So the main reason to use the Chiefs is really about Patrick Mahomes. To me, he is the best quarterback in the game when you want to have a style to get outside of the pocket. His abilities are definitely above everybody else in the league when it comes to this attribute. His escape artist, which is improved scrambling speed behind the line of scrimmage, gives you the feel that he actually runs a little bit faster than his ratings show. Dashing Deadeye is another one that you get perfect pass accuracy while running outside the pocket, really gives you that ability to know that he can hit that player once he's on the run. No Look Deadeye is a perfect pass accuracy on crossbody throws. More and more in Madden, you're seeing that if you throw the ball across your body, you're going to get passing inaccuracy penalties, not with Mahomes. He has the Red Zone Deadeye, where he's got perfect pass accuracy while throwing in the red zone. The last one we want to talk about is Bazooka. Bazooka is when he gets in the zone, he's going to have a max throwing distance increased by 15 yards or plus. Typically that means 75 to 80 yards. Sounds like a huge thing where you can throw the ball 80 yards down the field. It is reflective of what he can do in real life, but it is something that is hard to basically get when it comes to having the line hold up for a receiver to go down the field 80 yards. But again, he does have Tyreek Hill, which does help him in that regard. Now, the only other Chief that has a superstar ability is Travis Kelce. He has some of the best abilities when it comes to tight end when you're in the receiving aspect of the position. With his double move elite, he gets a higher chance of success when running a double move. If you think of something like a stick and nod route where they go outside and they break to the inside, what that's going to do is really give you a nice option when it goes against man coverage because he's going to have a higher success when running that route. And an in and out elite is his other one, to where he's going to get better route running and catching when he runs those routes. It's a really nice position to have as a tight end because he's going to be able to break a little bit quicker, get in and out of those breaks, creating more separation. The last one is double me. As a tight end, if you get him in the zone, he is going to win aggressive catches versus single coverage. Really underrated one in my opinion, because if you're in the middle of the field, it's going to be much harder to be able to get a second player next to him the way most zones are created. So if you can get a quick seam route or a post route, something to where you can throw an aggressive catch to him, he's going to have that advantage, and what makes him pretty special for this Chiefs lineup, and why we have them as our number 3 team. Now for our number 2 team, we've got the Patriots. Tom Brady has been a special quarterback for years, and Madden recognized that by giving some unique superstar abilities that we'll cover a little later. He has a variety of different wide receivers that are going to be a nightmare collectively to cover as a unit. Julian Edelman will feel like his true life self from the slot with his quick cuts. Josh Gordon, Demaryius Thomas, both are big-bodied wide receivers with good speed that are going to create some mismatches for you. Philip Dorsett will give you the threat over the top with his 95 speed. At running back, they've got a dual threat in Michel and White, but neither of them have abilities. So just like the Chiefs, it was hard for us to crown them number one when there's going to be an argument for that as well. On defense, Patriots have really good speed in the secondary. McCourty and Gilmore are their stud performers, while players like Jonathan Jones with his 95 speed and Melifonwu with his 92 will act as great users and blitzers for the team. So now let's look at Tom Brady and what truly makes him so special and why he affects the whole team with his superstar abilities. The first thing I want to go ahead and point out is protected. It gives you stronger pass blocking from all offensive linemen. So his factor itself is going to basically allow his offensive linemen to be a stronger players, give them a little bit boost in their ratings, and be able to block the defense a little bit more. He also has Hot Route Master, which gives 4 additional hot routes to any player on the field, regardless of what position they're in. He's got Conductor, which is a faster hot routing and blocking adjustment. And he's got something called Clutch, which basically reduces the zone objectives late in the close games. What that basically means is when you want to try to get your quarterback in the zone in order to unlock his X factor, later in the game when it's close, he's going to have to do less to get there. And then also he's got Pocket Lead, extended range on any precision pass from the pocket. He's truly the best pocket passer with all the stuff that he has in the game. And when you do get him in the zone, he has pro reads. What that basically does is it highlights the first open wide receiver while in pocket. When playing online games, you're going to be the only one who sees that. It'll light it up and give you the ability to basically see the first player that pops up and give you that opportunity to use that as your first progression. With just the abilities that Tom Brady has and that he brings to this team, we went ahead and put the Patriots number 2 over the Chiefs because of what he does for the team itself that no other quarterback can. So let's look at Stephon Gilmore and show you what he brings to the table for his abilities and his X factor on the defensive side of the ball. He's got that same ability acrobat that we showed with Marshawn Lattimore as well as Denzel Ward, but he's got a really cool one called Man Up. It's improved coverage and catch knockouts in man-to-man coverage. No, this is an ability that's a passive one that does not need to be activated, so he has this at all time. He's going to be one of your best man corners in all of the game. Now, his X factor, once he gets in the zone, he gets tighter coverage and more interceptions on contested catches. So not only does he have that man up, when he's in the zone, his coverage will get tighter and he'll get more interceptions when he's in a contested catch opportunity, making him a really strong reason why this defense can be a little bit more powerful when you have somebody kind of shutting down one side of the field. So the last person we're going to be looking at is Julian Edelman, and he's got a superstar ability of Slot-O-Matic, which gives you quicker cuts and improved catching from the slot, which in by itself is a great ability. It definitely gives you a little bit more separation. But when you combine it with Tom Brady's ability to give him 4 additional hot routes from the slot position, it really kicks it up a notch because a lot of those routes are quick breaking in either on the post or the corners. It's going to really make you want to use him and be able to create some mismatches and some great opportunities for some big plays for you. So now that we're done with the Patriots, that brings us to the number 1 team on our list, and that is going to be the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, what separates the Chargers from other teams on this list is not only that they are loaded with talent on both sides of the ball, but the talent is found at the most important positions for Madden 20 success. Starting on the defensive side of the ball, they have a great secondary that is anchored by Casey Hayward, Derwin James, and Desmond King. At linebacker, you got 88 speed Jatavis Brown to rely as a user to be able to cover as much of the field as possible. The defensive line comes at you fast with Joey Bosa as his edge threat abilities get in there quickly, and Melvin Ingram to help him complement the opposite side of the line. Offensively, the Chargers have the triplets in Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, and Keenan Allen. They also have additional threats in Mike Williams as another big-bodied wide receiver and Travis Benjamin as the deep threat. Tight ends Hunter Henry and Virgil Green are a great duo to use, especially if you like to use 2 tight end sets. To top it off, Austin Ekeler is a great receiving back that you can throw in when the situation calls for it. This team is anything but short of talent. Let's go ahead and take a look at their superstars and what's make them truly special. Starting with quarterback Phillip Rivers, he's got 3 different abilities where he's got pocket lead, which is extended extended range on precision passing from the pocket. He's got lofting deadeye, which is perfect accuracy on lob and touch throws, and one of my favorites, which is sideline deadeye, which is perfect pass accuracy on throws outside the numbers. Now, this isn't to be confused with the one that Mahomes has, where when you get your quarterback outside of the pocket, he's got perfect accuracy. This is something on any throw that is to the outside of the numbers. So think of out routes or corner routes, or maybe a streak or a fade from the outside receiver. Anything where the ball goes outside the numbers, he's going to be very, very powerful. The other one that he has when he's in the zone is fearless. Its throwing accuracy is unaffected by defensive pressure. When people are getting close to him, he's going to have less inaccurate throws because he'll stay in the pocket and be able to negate those penalties that other quarterbacks will have. So next up is Melvin Gordon, and he is absolutely one of my favorite, if not my favorite, running back to use in Madden 20, and he's a good reason why we have the Chargers at number 1, because he really sets the tone if you want to be a running type of first team. His abilities, jukebox, gives you faster juke animations, really sets him apart. You're going to feel that on the field where you can kind of go in and out of your jukes and really make it fun to use him as a highlight of your offense. Now, he also has something called Pin and Pull Guru, which is stronger blocking on pitch, toss, and counter plays. If you find that pitch or toss play that you can set your offense through, he's really going to be that much more effective. Now, he does have something when you get in the zone called First One Free, and he gets a high fake out rate on the next juke, spin, or hurdle. So when you know that that X is lit up, you're going to have that feeling that that first player is going to get that miss and really set you up for a big play potential. So the next superstar is Joey Bosa, and he's going to be another reason why the Chargers are number 1 because of his edge threat dominance. Okay, he has dominant pass rush moves from the edge, but he also has the faster finesse move animations during the pass rush, which is going to make him feel that much more quicker to the quarterback. The Chargers were ranked above the Patriots and the Chiefs due to the fact that they can get the natural ability to get to the quarterback by having an edge threat. As you remember earlier in the video, we showed you that the Browns and the Saints both had it. That gave them a really nice opportunity to be on our list, but the Chargers topped the list because of the talent they have elsewhere. Now, he is an unstoppable force as well. He's got pass rush wins that lead to quicker block shedding when he's in the zone. Combined all three of those things, he makes one of the best defensive ends in Madden 20. So next up is Derwin James, and he has some of the best abilities on the defensive side of the ball, in my opinion. Unfakeable has decreased chance to be faked out by all ball carrier moves. And then Zone Down is the one I really like. It improves reactions and catch knockouts in zone. With Madden 20, your click on is so much faster than it's been in the past. When you have the ability to have your player already reacting before your click on and get him in the momentum towards the ball, you're going to see that he is going to react faster to the ball than other players of his position without that ability. Now, when he gets in the zone, reinforcement is his X Factor ability. He has a higher chance to defeat run blocks, which is great if you're not using him, and then disrupt catches. With that click on ability and you're throwing the ball in traffic in his area, when he's in the zone, he definitely has that ability to get the knockout, hit your player, and just disrupt the catches to where now you're getting incomplete passes rather than catching traffic passes by your receiver. All in all, the enforcer that he is shows up on the field in Madden 20. And the last player for the Chargers is Keenan Allen. At the wide receiver position, he's got the ability to have the in and out elite, gives him better route running and catching on in and out routes. Really nice for catching traffic ability when it goes to the inside, as well as being able to break outside when you're in man coverage. And that is why we think the Chargers have the most talent and give you the best ability to win online in Madden 20. Please go ahead below and give us your comments on who you think the best teams are going to use. We are definitely interested in hearing those thoughts. Let us know if we got the list right or we left somebody off that you feel should be on the top 5. We appreciate you guys watching this video. Hit that subscribe button now to make sure you get the best Madden content all year long. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you check out these videos below for the most helpful Madden tips. If you're looking to learn from the best players in the world, head over to www.playbookGG for the most detailed game plans in Madden.